What's going on, guys? So with the new Gundam Breaker around 2 weeks away, I figured I'd do another impressions video, since we got a big trailer recently disclosing a lot of new information. Let's begin. Number 1, builder parts. Builder parts are confirmed to not have any function, they're purely for different stat buffs. No more speculation, it's been 100% confirmed. It's a huge bummer, but they go on to say that there are more designs and settings available. So I guess altering the appearance of your suit is a bigger focus rather than adding to your arsenal. From a builder standpoint, this is probably a good thing, though I'm gonna miss those extra weapons. We also see we can add a lot more stickers or emblems to the suit. In fact, it seems we can add up to 30 to each body part rather than in the previous game's 2 per part. Although we don't seem to be able to make custom emblems, we can use existing emblems layered together to make something unique. Think something like the custom decals from the Need for Speed games, where they'd make amazing decals using different shapes. It's not going to be anywhere near as deep though, but I'm sure some very creative people are going to make some awesome stuff with it. Also, seeing as it's a PC game too, of course people are going to mod it, so who knows what decals people will have. It's going to be awesome to see what people make. Number 2, the fusion of optional weapons and EX actions and the use of duplicate parts. I went into the optional and EX actions in the previous video, but here's something new. Going by what Camille and Far say, and I quote, "Skills linked to parts? That's dangerous. In the previous title, managing all the duplicate parts gave me such a headache. That's not it, Camille. This time there are various skills, so each and every part is important. Getting the same parts isn't useless anymore." Okay, so from what we know so far, parts no longer have levels attached to them. All levels are attached to the inner frame, which I'll go into a little later. So what's the point of having duplicate parts? This would reduce the grind of the game immensely. The reason being, picking up duplicate parts might have a different EX action. We no longer hold multiple of each part, but the number of EX actions we can choose from while building will increase. At least, this is what I think they mean. We also see that each part doesn't seem to have abilities, and what I mean by that is things like induced stagger, saber damage per second, durability, etc. So we no longer have to merge parts together to max out abilities, because there are none. No more mile-long lists of parts and having to merge and sell parts when you're carrying too many. They've streamlined the process of building by a great deal. Number 3, part breaking and retrieval. So in the previous game, when a part was broken off, the part would magnetically return to you over time. In this game, you have to manually pick them up. This can be a bit of a pain, but it's all to do with the new real-time customization. You have the option to pick up your own parts if you want to keep using them, or pick up enemy parts or parts you might find lying around. In the previous video, I complained that building your dream gunpla and then ending up with a mess of a mobile suit by the end was a bad thing. But this is entirely optional. It's up to you, the player, to decide how you want to play. Picking up enemy parts is a great way to test out what they can do without building the suit and testing it between missions. And even if you do end up with a mess of a suit, just use your awakening to revert the suit back to normal. With this information, I have no complaints. Number 4, less mobile suits. This game will have 100 suits from the previous game and 11 new suits. On this information alone, it's really bad. This means less customization. Why would they do this? Well, the answer is, they're going to add previous suits and new suits into the game as free DLC. And not only that, they claim it will be the biggest roster of suits than any previous installment. I guess they're doing this in an effort to keep interest in the game alive for a long time. Constantly adding suits, and for free no less, is definitely not a bad thing, though probably sucks for the early adopters of the game who have to wait for their favourite suit to be added. Number 5, the inner frame. We have 5 inner frames to work with, all with different strengths and weaknesses, so you pick the frame style that works for you. You level up each frame individually rather than leveling up each individual part. Again, this feels very streamlined, so this should be ideal for those who are new to the Breaker series. Each frame also has 2 EX actions that are unique to each frame, so picking the frame suitable for a situation is key. Number 6, the story. We're going to a place called Gundam High School. Apparently, an evil organisation is trying to control it, and it's up to us and our friends to stop them. Along the way we meet several love interests. Whether they'll be a sort of dating sim thing in game, we don't really know. Chances are we'll get on with all of them and we'll be able to team up with them against our enemies. I can't imagine the story's going to be very deep, but as long as I can build Gunpla, I'm happy. That's pretty much it. In just 2 weeks we'll have the game for ourselves. Hopefully it's still fun. I'm going to be getting it day 1 hopefully, and I'll be streaming it on my GLEclipseStreaming channel, link in the description. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys later.